I've been building Legos because my wife, for Father's Day, she got me a couple of Lego sets, and I've been putting together the Atari 2600 Lego set. And I just wanted to share the joystick because it's cool. It moves like a real joystick. Like, there's these little rubber gasket things in there on this little 4-way bracket that kind of gives it that kind of 4-way, 8-way, multiple-way motion. It basically makes it feel very much like a joystick. And it looks like a joystick. It's freaking wild. It's so cool. It's like the same size, almost the same size. I think it's almost the same size. I haven't checked the joystick, but you know what is almost the same size? The cartridges. This is the Lego Asteroids cartridge. This is the real cartridge. It's like, it's the same size. It's like, it's the same size. Like, I could do a shell game and be like, okay, which is the Lego? It's clear. That's the Lego. It's got Lego seams. And the ship is a Lego. And the asteroids are Legos. Legos are cool. All right, so what am I playing this week, or last week, since these technically air a week late? What did I play? Let's talk about it. So not much has changed, really. It's kind of more of the same, to be perfectly honest. I've been playing Resident Evil 4 still. I should be done, but I'm not. I will admit, I've been spending a lot more time this playthrough in Resident Evil 4 than I did previously, and I don't know how much of that has to do with the fact that it's a remastered and they've got subtle quality of life improvements over the previous version that I played, which was the original Xbox One version. But all I know is I've been going back and re-exploring. I'll get to a point, and then it'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go find all of the treasure and stuff that I missed as I was exploring, as I was playing the game, I should say. And I don't remember really doing that as much the last time I played. Where am I? I'm trying to remember what I did last. Oh, I've made it to the clock tower, and I just went up the elevator before you get to there's a boss battle there, isn't there? I can't remember. I think I'm right at a boss battle. That's where I think I am. I just made it up the elevator in the clock tower. But anyway, I don't need to sell it anymore. It's Resident Evil 4 remastered. It's great. If you're interested in the Resident Evil franchise, this is a great remaster. In addition to that, I'm also still playing Grim Fandango, although it's the sort of thing where I kind of maybe play an hour or two each week. So it's just really dragging on. I should put more effort into it, but to be perfectly honest, Resident Evil 4 kind of occupies most of my mental capacity. As far as where I am in Grim Fandango, it's hard. It's really hard to remember because it's been days since I played it. Let's see, what did I just do? I don't remember. I'm not going to remember. It doesn't matter. But I'm playing it, and it's fun, and I need to finish it. Also been playing a little bit more of the LEGO 2K Drive with my daughter. I still haven't played it single player. I have still only played it with my daughter. But it has been a blast, and I've really been enjoying it. It's a lot of fun to play with her. In addition to that, I'm still playing Renfield on PC. I will admit, I think I've said this before. I think I said this last week that I'm at my end. I know. I feel like for the last couple weeks, I've felt like I'm at the end of what I can do in the game. That like they need to add more content. Needs to get out of early access and be complete. Because I think all I've got left is some grindy achievements. That being said, I'm still playing the stupid thing. Like it's still one of those go-to games when it's, late at night and my wife has gone to bed and I'm down in the basement and I'm playing like some music and, I'm listening to some tunes and I just want to play a game and I don't want to have something big and intense like a Resident Evil. I want something that's more bite-sized, and I'll pick up Renfield. And I've been enjoying it. It's fun. And I keep thinking each week this will be the last week I'm going to talk about it. But each week I'm still talking about it. So there is very clearly something there that I really, really enjoy. In addition to Renfield, I'm also playing Halls of Torment, which of course is another one of these Vampire Survivors clones. Look at that. Look at that hair flipping around in there. Crazy. Is that beard hair or is that cat hair? It's like, honestly, at this point, I can't tell you. I couldn't tell you where my beard hair ends and the cat hair begins. And look at that. What is up with that? Why are you over there? You got like prospector beard going on. Anyway, Halls of Torment. Like I said before, it's a Vampire Survivors clone, but it's kind of got a Diablo aesthetic, a Diablo 2 aesthetic. And it's a game that it's deceptive. One of the things that makes Vampire Survivors work as well as it does is it has this progression of slowly unlocking more characters and more weapons and more items for you to play with. And it's one of the problems that other games haven't really solved. Like Renfield doesn't do it as good as Vampire Survivors. Soulstone Survivors also doesn't do it as good. Honestly, Halls of Torment does it almost as good as Vampire Survivors. Every time I think that I have seen everything there is, like a new character pops up or a new piece of equipment drops that I've never seen before. And I start thinking, oh, hey, what if I use this in this way? The other thing that I've noticed about Halls of Torment that I really like is it has a legitimate build system. It's got a build system that I'm not going to say it's comparable to something like Dark Souls, because obviously a Souls game has a much more intricate build system. But compared to its contemporaries, compared to something like, even Vampire Survivors, it has a lot more build variety, simply due to the fact that you get all of these little drops of gear that have sometimes really mild, really standard stats to them, like, 30 defense or some stupid shit like that. But every once in a while you get these things where it's like it really can synergize well with either other gear or abilities. And one of the things that I've hit on recently, I unlocked a few days ago the is a pyromancer. I don't remember if that's what he's called, but he's a dude with a flamethrower, which is really cool. And I've managed to synergize that character with some other gear that I found to kind of maximize burning. And so I've hit on this like really kick-ass like fire god build that I really am enjoying. And I don't remember, it's not that I don't remember, it's that other games like Vampire Survivors and other games, Soulstone Survivors, those type of things, they don't really have the same level of build complexity as Halls of Torment, or Hall of Torment, or Halls? Is it plural or singular? I don't have my notes in front of me, and it's a digital game, so I don't have a physical game to lift up and review. Anyway, I've been playing it on PC. I also started playing it on Steam Deck, in a lot of ways, it actually plays even better on a Steam Deck. It's like so fun to just lay there on the couch or go out in the hammock and lie there and play Halls of Torment. It's a fun game. All right, so what is new this week? Well, there's 3 things that are new. 2 of them are packages that I got this week. I don't remember. The mailbag video of where I get them might go up after this. I don't remember. But one of them I got a while ago, and that's Eldest Souls. This is the limited run release of it. I don't think it's a numbered release. Yeah, it's not a numbered release. But I've been playing Eldest Souls on the Nintendo Switch. Weirdly enough, I also own this on PC. I haven't played it on PC. I think it was part of like a Fanatical bundle or something, and I bought it and kind of forgot about it. But what is Eldest Souls? It's a Souls-like boss rush game. So very much like an Ida or what is it? Sinner? What is that one? There's other Souls-like boss rush games, but the basic idea is that really the only combat in the game are bosses, and there's just a sequence of bosses that you fight. And I will admit, I'm not a big fan of boss rush games, but there have been a few that I've really enjoyed. For example, Ida, which I also have on the Switch. Right there. Ida. This was a super rare release. Number 44. Great game. But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is Eldest Souls. And anyway, it's a boss rush, Souls-like, and I have to be honest with you, I'm not necessarily feeling it right now. So even though I have started it, this might be like, what was the last game I did this with? Evil West was the last one I did. It might be like Evil West, where I start it and then put it back on the shelf and return to it later on, because I'm not really feeling it. The other 2 new ones are both Genesis games. These are the reproductions / neither of these are reproductions. They're both ROM hacks that the guy that I talk about in the other video manufactures. Manufacture's probably a strong word. Anyway, the first one is Ghostbusters Special Edition for the Sega Genesis. Ghostbusters Special Edition, what this is it was the Sega Genesis version of Ghostbusters, which I never actually bought back in the day. I don't know why I didn't get the original Ghostbusters in the Genesis. But it's basically that, but with Winston. I always say Ernie Hudson because that's the actor's name. With Winston, the Winston character. I think it's Ernie Hudson. Man, I hope it's Ernie Hudson and I'm just not misremembering his name. Anyway, with the Winston character patched in. And I don't know why I slept on this back in the 90s, but I did never get it. And it's a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. I don't have much to say. I probably will finish it. I just started it the other night. I'll probably finish it this week, so I might not even mention it next week. The other one, and this is one that might be too big for me to play right now. I might need to clear my calendar to make room for this. Is Sorcery Saga 1. This is the other one. This is one that it only came out in Japan, but there's ROM hacks that add English translation to it. And the guy that manufactures these reproduction cartridges, he took the ROM hack with the English translation, manufactured it, put in this cartridge. But I've been playing that, and it's a 3D dungeon crawler that is set in the Puyo Puyo universe, which is weird, but it's a lot of fun. The problem is, like I said, it's a little big right now, and I kind of have too much on my plate. So, at the very least, I need to finish Resident Evil 4 before I even consider this. And even then, I've got other things that I want to go play Diablo 4. Ooh, I want to go from one 4 to another 4. Anyway, so I'm probably going to put this on the shelf, and I might not bring it back up for another, I don't know, few months. But I do want to come back and play this eventually because it is fun. But it's probably too much for me right now. I'm spreading myself too thinly. Sorcery Saga. I think that's it. I got nothing else. Joystick. Legos. Joystick. I'm done. Bye.